through. The wind has scoured this road, and probably some water too, and blown all this material away. Here we're actually going to be moving this material across the road. This lot of sand here. This is all stuff that's blown onto the road. Traffic has softened it further, allowing it to be blown away. These raised stripes that you see going down the road, those are tire tracks. When this was wet, a number of vehicles drove through here, and it compacted that material some. This area here wasn't compacted, and it blew away. Again, the problem is the material itself. This is down near the southwest corner of the ranch. You can see the plant there. That's looking west. We graded this road in 2008. Right here you see this weed stub sticking up. There's another one right there. There's another one right there. I wished I had taken a photo of this before I started working it, but this entire road all the way down, and another one this road goes down here, makes a turn, goes down that way also. You could look down the road and see all of these weed stubs sticking up. They're all the same height, all the way down the road. The top of that weed was the surface of the road in 2008. There's been 10 inches of dirt's blown away, never to be recovered. So it's not the way the road's graded, it's the material. We're using a roller there, incidentally. Now, some of the problems that there are from previous gradings is water turnouts bermed over. Whoever's doing the grading went down the road and pushed the dirt off the side of the road and left this big berm. Now the water can't get out. That's not a good thing. Here's another one. That's the water turnout right there. This is on Main Street. Old Ranch Road and Holly are right down here. Another water turnout, just completely bermed over. There's no way for the water to get off the road. Now another problem we have here is sometimes these berms here act like a wind riffle. The wind blows across here and then it fills up with blow sand, and then it doesn't work. So having a water turnout that's deeper and wider is better than something that's narrow like this anyway. This is Anasazi going down from Main Street. Main Street comes down here, makes a turn, goes down this way. We've done quite an extensive amount of work here, creating ditches. This last year, 2010, the water that came down here eroded the edge of the road away. There was a big hole right about in here, about 4 feet deep. I had my assistant pile some dirt up there just so people wouldn't drive off into the hole before we could fix it. Quite extensive amount of off-road work in here to keep the water going down this channel instead of running across the road, creating problems. Here we're smoothing a road. This is a road that hadn't been graded since 2008, I think. More blow sand on the road. This is Brown Avenue. Anybody live on Brown Avenue? It's up near Zachary, east of Josephine. This road has not been graded this year. When I drove by it on Zachary, I looked down this way. It's all covered with weeds. We haven't got to it, but generally it's not a problem except for weeds, doesn't wash out. And what we're doing here is we're putting dirt on the road, a few passes, a couple more passes, making it smoother, and there it's all done. Now this does not have ditches. We can't do all of this at one time. We could if there was money to do it, but they allot just so much money. They're paying me a flat rate per mile. So provided this road doesn't get destroyed again through weather, the next time we come through here, we'll actually put some deeper ditches in here and even more water turnout down there. This is a road before grading. That's after. Again, there's no ditches really to speak of. The road actually slopes this way, so the water all runs down to these water turnouts in here. But when we grade it this year, we'll put some deeper ditches in here. This is Chapel Hill. That's pretty weedy, pretty hard to pull a water trailer across that, maybe 5 miles an hour. This is after grading. We're actually rolling it there to compact it. Can be too wet or too dry. The document that we have here talks about optimal moisture in the ground for grading. This shows clay sticking to this roller. Can't even use the roller when it's this wet. You can't grade it, period, when it's this wet. That document refers to it's pointless to grade the roads if it's too wet or too dry. All you're doing is rearranging mud or dust. So there is an appropriate time to grade. What we're doing now, this is across the Carrizo mud flat area, as I call it. The Carrizo wash comes down through here. It's actually down here, but this is a drainage area also. That's a real nice house that's in Woodland Valley. You see a nice crown's being developed here. This has been rolled and compacted. No real significant ditches. When we grade this road this year, this is a photo from last year, we'll put in some bar ditches here that'll direct the water which would flow across the road to go down to low spots where it'll cross the road and culverts. Again, it can't all be done at one time. This is Anasazi. Here we've got some crown being developed, some actual serious ditches that work, water turnouts that get the water off the road. This is Linzer's Way. It's in the south part of the ranch. There's actually 4 passes to do just what we've done here. One to move this material out so it doesn't collapse and fill the ditch. Another to move some dirt on the road. So there's 4 passes there. There's 2 more passes. That's 6 passes. There's 2 more passes to smooth it out. That's 8 passes. Another 2, that's 10. Another 2, that's 12. 14 passes now. Now we can roll it, and that'll take about 4 passes. That's 18 passes per mile to actually build this road to where it should be. It, of course, will have to be maintained. This was nothing but a slough, a canal. When it would rain, there'd be a foot of water on this road as far as the eye could see. It's all clay. It's real slick when it's wet. Again, this is what can be done if each year there's an improvement made. But again, it can't all be done at once. There's just not enough money in the budget. Another road there, nice crown, nice ditches that actually work. This is Anasazi. We're putting some dirt on the road and creating some ditches there. Here's a road that hasn't been graded. This is Dale Road, incidentally. That's Dale further down. That's after grading. Again, there's not enough money to be spent all at once to create good ditches on this, but at least it's passable now. More blow sand. This is a portion of Anasazi. You notice that people drive in the same spot. This is not good for the road. What happens is this area becomes compacted. That's a good thing. Compaction's a good thing. But what happens is when it rains, people, of course, will drive down the same spot, and this is harder than this. But when it starts to rut, then they'll move over here and they'll get stuck up to their axles because this is all soft material. It's never been driven on. It's not compacted. So please, you can help our roads to stay in better condition by using the entire road. When you come down, put one tire right next to that track and the other track next to that. And then the next time you come through, move over a little bit. And then go down the other side of the road. Your traffic, repetitious traffic, will help compact the road and make it more serviceable, especially in wet weather. This is Pine Creek Wash. I actually started to do some repairs here before I decided I better take a picture of this. There's about a 4-foot drop off there, and that happens every year. Same way. This really doesn't look like there's a road there except for what we've done, one pass. There's actually a berm there. There's a berm over there. We make 4 passes here just to get the weeds off the road. Then we can actually start to shape it. Here's some culvert damage. That's a real dangerous condition. This is Twin Peaks Pass. These are boulders. These are actual solid rocks that caved off here because of rain, made this road totally impassable. This goes down the hill and around the corner. There's a big berm here at the side of the road, and this drops off about 250 feet. It's real slick when it's wet. This is Anasazi south of Deer Valley, using the roller there. Incidentally, nobody else has ever used a roller on any of these roads in the history of Woodland Valley Ranch. We do this on probably 90% of the roads that we grade. Following measures help to drain water from the road surface. Cross-section that is properly crowned and graded. Ditches sufficient to handle the necessary volume of water. Culverts that are properly sized. Turnouts and buffers that return surface water to natural courses. That's what we're trying to do. That's what this manual says needs to be done. There are standards on how these things are supposed to be done. This is another piece of equipment that we have. Again, the document that I just showed you the cover page of, this one, endorses the use of this equipment as being viable for road grading. I think we've already seen this picture. Here we're actually moving deadfalls from the side of the road. This is quite a distance off the road, but we cannot put a water turnout in there because of all this material. The grader blade is back here, the front tire is there. When you try to run the grader down in here, the front tire hits this material, you can't go any further. Water won't flow through there. So we move this stuff out of the way so that we can put a water turnout in there. The grader can actually get down in to get the water off the road. There's hundreds of areas on all of these roads where water turnouts could be put in, but we can't because of all this debris there. So we got to move it out of the way. Here we're removing a stump from the road. See the graders coming through right after the backhoe there. We're going to put a ditch here along this road. So that's pretty much it. We live here, and we want these roads to be in good shape like you do. We want our property values to increase, not decrease. We have our equipment right here at the ranch. We don't have to charge you to have it delivered or transported from somewhere else. I'm told from the board that the previous contractor charged $500 every time the grader come in. Every time he needed a backhoe, it's another $500 to deliver it. Our equipment's here all the time. We know what weather conditions are, when to work the roads, when not to work them. And because we're here, I see a problem, I'll write the board, email them, or call them and say, hey, there's a problem on such and such a road. Do you want me to do it? They either tell me yes or no. It's not my decision on when to do it, it's the board's. But I do try to keep them posted. My phone number is available at the web link that you saw earlier. If you need to call me to report something, or you have a suggestion, a recommendation, a complaint, you want to meet with me, you want to point something out to me, I'm happy to spend time with you. Incidentally, it is my practice to maintain your road on your property free of charge. So if I put a road in for you, you pay me to put a road in, I'll maintain it for you for free forever. When I'm in the area and I know who you are and I know who that road is and you say, hey, yeah, I'd like you to do that, I'll do it for you and no charge. If I don't know you and there's a road there, I won't go on it because I don't want to be trespassing, but that's something that I do to try to help the community. We've got a lot of equipment. There's a roller behind here, there's a road boss behind there, we've got another blade that attaches to that, we've got a backhoe, a grader, a dump truck, we've got a water trailer. I'd like to thank Studio 23. Kurt Lane owns lot 825, isn't it? They are professionals at digital media, photography, video presentations, portraits, all kinds of things. So if that's something that you need for your business or for your personal use, whatever, speak to him. He really knows what he's doing. I thank you very much.